First of all, smile. I was told to do this for the marketing team. There's a little bit more, come on, more smile. Yeah, cheering, whatever, do something. Okay, thank you. Yeah, welcome back. In the next 15 minutes or something like that, I'll show you how Kordiam supports billing processes. I'll show you some best use cases or use cases that we found were notable from our partners, and then I'll discuss or show you future improvements that we're thinking about. I should use this maybe. So, over the past months, now even last year, I would say, we've seen a growing interest among clients in streamlining and at least partially automate their billing systems or automate their freelancer billing. That's what it is, yes. So, and automation becomes a natural next step when you look at the starting situation that we have. Each Kordiam task has an own ID. Freelancers and authors or photographers have individual fee IDs, and most of the times fixed fee rates done by you. And the fee systems that you use take care of the billing process. So the question is how to bring that all together. Kordiam already offers features by default to help you with billing, and these I will show you. The question now is how can the individual components can be put together? And publishers have developed various approaches, of which, as I said, I would like to present you 3 of those, and as best practice and how we support these approaches. Yeah, built-in features. So, as I said, Kordiam already supports billing with, was that me? That's him, the screen, I mean. We can focus here. No, go back. Kordiam already supports billing with cost center assignment, standard cost fields, and a currency selection. You can assign users to a cost center. This is done in the user profile. You can change the costs individually by standards cost or individual costs. You can change the currency over here, or here, better to say, and you can display the cost feature in the general settings. You can even download a monthly survey of what's happened there. And external user IDs, I say them in German, the words in German too. The external user ID in German is the externe Mitarbeiter ID, and the supplier ID, the Honorar ID, can be activated free of charge upon request. So if you plan to do something and you have not already done it, please contact us and we can activate these features for you. I'm the only one who got no water. No worries. So, the visibility of our task ID. It's also called order ID by some customers, and I also heard the name job ID, but for us it's the task ID, which is essential for billing. In Kordiam, they are displayed among multiple locations for easy access and integration with external systems. So, task ID shown by default is on the email notifications. I think this should be this, yeah? Like here, this is just a small clip. On the email notifications, on the My Schedule page, on the task widget, and on the task page, as you can see there. We have populated the task ID for Kordiam. Thank you. On various pages so that customers can easily obtain these IDs to track and manage tasks across multiple systems. I'll show you this. I take a sip. And just to give you some ideas, I picked 3 of those models that I got to know within the last months. And gave them just a name. The workflow at Rheinische Post, they take use or they take advantage of the supplier ID. How does it work? For a text assignment, the freelancer supplier ID is transferred directly to the CMS, which is Interred. It does not need to be entered somewhere in the content tab. For photo tasks, the freelancer supplier ID is entered manually in separate placeholders next to the photo in the content tab in Kordiam. When saving the story, the ID is automatically transferred to the Interred CMS, and the author or photographer is assigned to the corresponding placeholder in the CMS. And once the article or photo has been published, the data is exported from Interred to the Sabris SAP module accounting software. So currently, photo IDs are entered manually, but by the end of the year, this will be automated using photo metadata. Yeah, that's it for them. Then we have the model of the Badische Neueste Nachrichten. They thought of how to bring the different abilities, the different times, or the different effort that is needed for a task, and all the other things together. And they came up with a matrix. They're combining the level of their freelancers, like experienced, extremely experienced, or almost an editor, combining that with the demands for design jobs, like what was it? Yeah, how much time is it? Does the freelancer has to drive there? Does he need some extra time? Whatever there is, does he need to do some research first? All of that, this comes into a second value, and then it's the estimated time in general. How long will he take that, or will she need for that job? And all of that goes into that matrix that you can see. The numbers are fake. I was told to say this is not what Germany is paid for freelancers. The numbers are fake, but you can see, and it's German, so I have to explain for the English speaking. This is up to 2 hours and basis knowledge of a simple or the beginner freelancer, and then we have something like up to 4 hours and an almost pro freelancer, and all that together. Together with the sizes, t-shirt sizes of the articles that are intended, brings out a number at the end. And this entire matrix is part or is entered into the new, I think it's still new fee system, eGecko of Badische Neueste Nachrichten. And the aim is to map the metric values to the tasks in Kordiam and using existing and custom fields to generate an XML Excel download or similar at the end of every month, which is then automatically transported to the eGecko. And then we have the approach of the Telegraph. Being a former managing editor, I thought that would be something really nice to streamline the work of an editor, because I remember how much time it took us to do this. What they do is they use a method of invoicing for their financial accounting. Sorry. The photographers themselves have to enter an order ID or a job ID into an external fee system to be invoiced for their work. That fee system that the Telegraph uses, it's not something that you would know in the media business. It's another software. I don't think, do we have somebody from, but well, you can ask me later. Anyway, it's not media-related software, it's something else. How does it work? The editorial team creates a task for a photographer, assigns a freelancer to that task, and the freelancer receives a notification email from Kordiam, there it goes, with the ID. Then he does his job, and at the end of the job, he says, okay, my job is done. He grabs that ID and puts it manually into that fee system that he has access to. And at the end of the month, on the fee system, at the end of the month, the fee system compares, okay, this freelancer put in, this photographer put in 20 jobs. And actually, we published 19 jobs. So the fee system compares both numbers, and then he gets paid for those jobs that were published in that month, which saves a lot of work for the editorial team of creating, checking, rechecking, and everything else. Unfortunately, or currently, there's no automated interface between their fee system, which is Axxerion, or Axxerion, I don't know how to pronounce it. Axxerion, okay. And the Kordiam, because that is their their publishing system. So everything is done by hand right now, but this is something they aim for the next months or next year. So, future improvements. We see all these, and there are at least 4 more examples, more elaborated or easier. The most easiest example is still the lady in the editor's chief's office that puts everything by hand into an Excel. That's not what we're talking about. We're talking about API access for fee tables. We would like to make these task IDs as a search function, which is already in work, by the way. We would like to auto-insert the supplier ID for all the identification processes. And we have a vision, it's just a vision, but we really believe in that, of a full payment integration in Kordiam, which means that we support in the future, one standard, or maybe standard, or best of case, whatever, payment model that is best suited for this. And since smart billing for us is a logical step for our development, this would be something that we would love to have your input. And if you're interested in doing this with us together, just please contact me personally or by email.